So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about how I coach this, and then you'll be able to take that and then roll with it as a coach. And you can either use this stuff with your clients or make it even better than what I've been able to do. But what you first want to do is you want to find a piece of wall right here and go ahead and stand up against it. So you're going to want to stand up against this wall, preferably with your camera on so I can see, but if not, that's okay. Omega, Hudson, you guys had your videos off yesterday too. What's going on? You trying to hurt my feelings? All right, so grab some wall, you guys. Put your heels up against the wall. So your heels are against the wall. And then I want you guys to roll your shoulders back against the wall, okay? And a good coaching cue is like saying roll your shoulders back, and then you want your chest up proud, okay? Because sometimes if you say put your shoulders against the wall, people will do this, right? And actually, let me take the screen share off so you can see me a little bit better. Perhaps you could put me in the speaker view or something like that. So you want the shoulders down and back against the wall. Because if you just say shoulders against the wall, sometimes people shrug, right? Shoulder elevation. So shoulders back against the wall, right? Chest up proud. And then you want your head to go against the wall. Now pay attention to how you put your head against the wall. Because what some, stay there, because what some clients will do is they'll double chin it like this, or they'll lean their head back like this, a variation of one or the other oftentimes. And a good coaching cue that I have found is what you do is you tell them, pretend like you're a marionette, you know, like those puppets with strings on them, right? And they're pulling your head up from the back of the crown of your head right here, okay? This is an acupuncture point called your Pi Hui right here, right? So you're lifting your head up as if it's from like you're being pulled from a marionette string. So you're pulling your head up, shoulders rolled back, chest up proud, feet are against the wall. And now I want you to feel the gap between your lower back and the wall. Do you feel that space there? Now what I want you to do is squeeze your lower abs. Squeeze your lower abs down here and squeeze your glutes and posteriorly rotate your hips, okay? So that you're decreasing that space, not completely, but by about half, okay? Okay, now I want you to go ahead and feel that position from a biofeedback sense about how that feels like. Close your eyes for a second and feel where you are in space and realize, okay, that's the correct way for us to stand up straight with good posture. Now, this is a rhetorical question. How many of you guys let loose the glutes and let loose the abs? Don't do that, okay? We want to try and keep those nice and toned, all right? Okay, so go ahead and have a seat and we'll talk about some of this. All right, so inevitably, you guys are going to get clients and you'll ask them, okay, what are your goals? Okay, a lot of the ladies are going to say, oh, I want to get toned. I want to get a nice toned booty and I want to get nice flat washboard abs or a nice flat tummy, right? Am I right? Am I right? I know I'm right because I hear it all freaking day, right? So does it make sense when people are walking or standing or jogging that they do not keep tension in their lower abs or in their glutes? Okay, that's part of good posture, right? And you can explain it to your clients. Do you use muscles when you stand up? Yeah, okay. Some of the muscles that you need to use when you're standing up is you need to squeeze and tone your glutes, and you need to squeeze your lower abs, not the upper abs, the lower abs. You don't want a 2-pack, you want a 6-pack, right? So you got to squeeze those lower abs. In Pilates, okay, they'll say things like take your belly button and touch the back of your spine with it, right? So you're pulling in that tummy, right? Now, there's a lot of people that I've trained where they were like, oh yeah, I want nice flat tummy. And they're like really low body fat, but they feel like they've got a pooch, right? Well, you guys know, you've been studying, you got transverse abdominis, you've got external and internal obliques, rectus abdominis, all that musculature there in your core to hold in all your guts, all that viscera. If you don't keep those under tension, right, everything just kind of falls loose. Everybody's got a pooch if they just let loose, right? So I don't know what you want to tell them. You can say, well, you don't want to lose bladder control and you don't want to let go of your pooch, right? Keep that sucker tucked in. Whatever coaching cue you want to use, right? So, but does that make sense to everybody? You got to squeeze, and what that does is that posteriorly rotates the hips. So what I tell people when they're running and when they're standing upright or when they're walking is that you want to pretend like your hips are a punch bowl, right? So like pretend like you got punch right here that you're holding in your hips. Because if I let my hips anteriorly rotate, right, all that punch is going to fall out on the floor, right? So we want to posteriorly rotate those hips, okay?